What if you could transform any long video into an endless stream of polished, short clips without touching a timeline or learning complex editing software? I used to think that kind of content automation was just an impossible pipe dream for creators and businesses today. But then I developed a workflow built around one platform that churns out ready-to-post content on an almost unbelievable autopilot setting. I've genuinely tested almost every single AI tool designed for content repurposing available on the market right now. The moment I integrated this specific system into my content process, the entire operation sped up in a way that genuinely felt like cheating the system. Agencies, creators, and e-commerce stores I consult with are now spitting out viral-ready clips from single long videos in mere minutes instead of taking days. And here is the craziest part. Those AI-curated clips are consistently outperforming the ones that were manually cut and polished by an editor. Having built hundreds of AI-driven growth systems for various brands, I see one consistent headache popping up everywhere I go. The problem is that everyone sits on mountains of incredible long-form footage like webinars, podcasts, and expert interviews. Yet, they have absolutely zero time, budget, or resources to chop that content into the demanding short-form clips social platforms require daily. Hiring dedicated editors for this task is expensive, and teaching yourself complicated tools like Premiere Pro is just incredibly slow. So, I put this AI platform through brutal, real-world stress tests, completely reconstructing my entire content machine around its capabilities. The verifiable result? I personally cut my total editing time by over 90% across the board. Furthermore, I effectively replaced the need for a small, dedicated editing team with a reliable system that finds the content peaks autonomously. Now, let me show you the exact simplified flow that I use personally to manage all my clients' content distribution needs. Just imagine you have a dense 40-minute product demonstration or an hour-long expert interview recorded last week. Traditionally, you would spend hours just scrubbing through the timeline, desperately trying to find those crucial shareable moments. Then you'd have to manually add subtitles, carefully crop everything for vertical viewing, and export many separate files for different platforms. Alternatively, you could hire an editor, pay them between $200 and $500 per video, and still be stuck waiting for days. With the system I'm using, you simply upload that massive file and hit the Auto Edit to Viral Clips button immediately. The integrated AI instantly scans the entire duration and surfaces the absolute strongest moments for you to consider. It specifically looks for powerful hooks, points containing high emotional spikes, genuinely funny lines, or anything that historical data suggests will perform well. This entire initial selection process takes mere minutes, allowing you to review or use the clips exactly as the AI provided them. Crucially, the platform automatically handles adding the necessary captions and formatting the clips simultaneously for TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube Shorts. I personally tested this with a 35-minute client deep dive video, and in under 5 minutes, I had 12 distinct ready-to-post clips generated. Each of those 12 clips arrived perfectly captioned, with suggested thumbnails and even potential hook text already prepared. After a very quick preview, I made one minor text adjustment, and then scheduled the whole batch out across the week. The total end-to-end time commitment for this massive content output was less than 10 minutes, which is truly incredible. Think about that. Zero extra camera reshoots, no need for talent coordination, and absolutely no expensive third-party editor required for that work. The best part is that one of those automated clips actually ended up getting far more engagement than the entire original long video it came from. Even better, that single short clip successfully drove tangible, measurable traffic directly back to the client's main product landing page. Now, if you are thinking, I've seen automated editors before, this sounds familiar, I completely understand that skepticism. There are tools out there that attempt to handle small pieces of this puzzle, like specialized transcription or basic trimming utilities, but the uncomfortable reality is that most of those older tools still force you into heavy manual rework even after the initial AI pass is complete. They might export a functional file, but they absolutely will not help you manage the critical task of scheduling or monitoring your posting cadence. Other solutions available are often prohibitively expensive with confusing usage limits, or they generate clips that sound completely robotic and miss the point. I have personally used platforms costing hundreds of dollars monthly, where I still had to manually polish every single clip that the AI suggested. The actual difference maker for me in daily production is found in 3 specific integrated features that this platform brings to the table. First, the auto-editing viral clips function actually understands how to find contextually meaningful bites that translate perfectly to short-form consumption. It is not just looking for loud sounds, it is identifying the core value statements that drive viewer retention and shares. Second, there is the auto-schedule function, which means you set the desired posting frequency and the system queues and publishes for you automatically. This ensures your channel remains consistently active and engaging without you needing to babysit the publishing process every single day. Third, a centralized content calendar brings everything together so you can review, rearrange, and push final edits across all social platforms from one single command center. That specific combination is what transforms simple clip creation into running a truly scalable and consistent publishing engine for growth. Now, I want to walk you through the step-by-step flow that I currently employ so you can implement this exact workflow immediately. Step 1 in the process is to upload your original long-form video file, making sure you use the absolute highest quality available to you. Clearer audio and visuals provide the AI with much richer data to analyze, which directly improves the accuracy of the final captions. For step 2, you simply hit that powerful auto-edit button and then select your preferred presets based on what you need. You can choose specific criteria or just tell the AI to pick based on historical performance data if you prefer to be hands-off for this stage. The system then immediately scans the entirety of the video file to generate a comprehensive batch of initial clip candidates for you to review. Step 3 involves performing a quick, essential pass where you skim all the suggested clips for final approval or minor necessary edits. This is the moment to tweak any on-screen captions, adjust the thumbnail frame selection if necessary, or select platform-specific aspect ratio crops. I usually only change about one line of text per clip, maybe adding a stronger call to action to the ones I want to emphasize right now. Step 4, the crucial scheduling phase, is where most other tools completely abandon you right when you need them most. Using the auto schedule feature, you simply decide on your ideal cadence, perhaps 3 posts every week or a daily drop schedule, and the system handles the spacing. The system intelligently spaces those clips out across your chosen time frame, maximizing visibility without overwhelming your audience. You still retain the power to manually reposition any clip inside the content calendar if you need to specifically highlight something for a launch window. Finally, step 5 is all about continuous optimization and rigorous iteration based on real performance feedback from the audience. You use the integrated analytics to immediately identify which specific clips are dramatically overperforming your average benchmarks. Then you take those winning pieces and simply rerun them with completely new visual thumbnails or slightly different opening hook text to test variables. This platform makes that entire process of friction-free testing incredibly straightforward and easy to execute consistently. For any brand selling physical products, any creator looking to monetize their audience, or any agency managing multiple client channels, the savings are staggering. I used to design entire repurposing workflows that demanded dedicated editors and multiple team members just to handle the copy, captioning, and formatting. Now, a single operator can successfully manage the complete operational backend for an entire active content channel on their own. This means you can ethically justify charging premium rates for your social packages because you can deliver substantially more high-quality output. You simultaneously slash your internal delivery cost and drastically reduce the typical turnaround time required for content deployment. You might be asking how this compares to some of those other tools that specifically specialize in generating product videos purely from static images. Platforms focused on image to video generation are fantastic for producing stylized mockups or lifestyle shots based on single product photos. However, those image-centric tools are not engineered to take a 45-minute expert webinar and reliably break it into 20 viral-ready platform-specific TikToks. The image-focused services usually charge you per generation, which is great for imagery, but becomes inefficient for high-volume video repurposing across multiple social channels. Many editing software solutions that offer decent transcription and cutting still leave the crucial steps of scheduling and calendar management completely up to you. That exact gap between raw clip generation and final scheduled distribution is precisely where this integrated system truly excels and delivers massive value. Let's briefly address the concern that automated clips might sound too unnatural or feel overly robotic to a discerning audience. That used to be a valid critique a couple of years ago, but the current clip selection logic is fundamentally different and far more sophisticated. This AI focuses specifically on identifying core emotional arcs and proven audience hooks, which makes the resulting soundbites feel genuinely organic and human. In my extensive split testing against human-selected content, these AI-identified micro-moments often generate significantly better engagement results. The goal isn't to replace human editorial taste, it's simply to powerfully amplify that taste by removing all the incredibly tedious, repetitive grunt work. Now, let's discuss the concrete business opportunities this accelerated workflow unlocks for ambitious professionals like you. First, if you are a content creator, this is the simplest path to dramatically increase your output without ever risking creative burnout. Second, if you run an agency or work freelance, you can now easily offer a full repurposing package to your existing clientele. You take a client's archive of long videos and promise them an entire month of fresh, short-form content, fully scheduled and ready to go. I've successfully pitched this model to major podcasters and e-commerce founders, often starting with a $400 package for the initial batch. This can quickly scale into a lucrative $1,000 plus monthly retainer once they realize you are selling consistent growth, not just simple video files. Third, here is a fantastic marketing trick for product-based businesses. Use this for rapid pre-launch testing to minimize risk. Create a quick demo video for a brand new SKU or a conceptual product idea, run it through the system, and publish a few test clips immediately. If the engagement numbers or early pre-orders look strong, you've validated the idea before sinking serious capital into inventory production. That single testing step alone can successfully shave thousands of dollars off potential inventory risk for any product-focused brand looking to innovate. Before I wrap this up, I want to give you a secret tip for creating multiple exceptional variations of your best-performing content easily. The key is to clone your absolute best clip and change only a single isolated variable between each new version you publish. That single variable could be an alternate opening hook, a completely different call to action statement, or just revised thumbnail text. You then schedule those distinct variations to post across different days and across all your various social platforms for comprehensive testing. The platform's batch editing combined with the content calendar makes executing these precise microtests unbelievably effortless for the user. Over time, this disciplined approach allows you to organically build a reliable library of top converting visual frames and persuasive marketing copy you can constantly reuse. Remember that you can always combine this system with other complementary AI tools when needed to supercharge specific aspects of your production. For example, use a voice cloning tool to maintain a highly consistent vocal presence across every single short clip you publish. Or utilize a dedicated thumbnail design template system to ensure perfect brand cohesion across all your published assets. But never overcomplicate the foundational workflow, because this core system already covers the heavy lifting from discovery straight through to final publication. If you are curious to truly experience this speed, start by using just one long video you already have sitting forgotten on your hard drive. Spend just 10 minutes running that file through the auto edit feature, select your top 5 clips, and schedule them out over the next 7 days. Then, critically, compare that engagement result against the equivalent effort you would have spent trying to do it all manually yourself. My professional guarantee is that you will be genuinely surprised by how much better and significantly faster the final outcomes are when using this method. If you are willing to try this, drop a comment below right now, specifying what type of long-form content you currently possess, like a podcast or a product demo. Based on your specific content, I will personally suggest a tailored repurposing plan you can immediately attempt with the platform's features. And please hit that follow button if you want more actionable, real-world workflows focused on leveraging AI for genuine channel growth, not just empty hype. All right, that wraps up this deep dive into building your automated content machine for today's competitive landscape. Go dig up that hour-long video file that has been patiently waiting on your drive and start turning it into content that actually converts and performs right now. I will see all of you in the next deep dive tutorial, so keep building and keep optimizing your systems.